there's a lot doing the rounds on the internet about attachments and relationships. And a lot of the attachment theories have been linked to narcissistic relationships. The concept of the attachment theory was developed by a British psychologist, John Bowlby. Narcissistic individuals can display different attachment styles that influence their relationships and their interactions with others. Genuine people can display different attachment styles that influence their interactions with others. And there are 4 primary attachment styles. There's the avoidant attachment. So when someone has the traits of an avoidant attachment style, they tend to keep an emotional distance. They often struggle with intimacy. They often prioritize self-sufficiency over connection. And this can be due to things such as past trauma. However, what they don't do is try to control other people or use other people for their own gain. With a narcissistic individual, they can display behaviours by rejecting closeness, dismissing other people's emotional needs, not because they have an avoidant attachment, because they lack empathy. They downplay the importance of other people's needs and relationships because they lack empathy. Then you can have the anxious attachment. People raised by narcissistic parents can have an anxious attachment. People coming out of narcissistic relationships can develop an anxious attachment. The characteristics of this is seeking reassurance and validation from partners, from parents, from friends, from family members, to feel more secure about their relationships because they feel incredibly insecure in their relationships. And with a narcissistic individual, they go all out to exploit other people's insecurities. So when you're feeling insecure, you might develop an anxious attachment style. Narcissistic individuals will go between demanding admiration from you to feed their ego, and then dismissing your emotional needs because they lack the empathy to care, to create that confusion and that dependency. There can be a disorganized attachment style. This style is marked by a lack of clear attachment behaviour, often stemming from trauma or inconsistent caregiving. Individuals with the disorganized attachment can often have a mix of a fear of closeness with another person and a desire for closeness with another person, giving off that hot and cold behaviour. With a narcissistic individual, they come across as having a disorganized attachment style due to their erratic behaviour, swinging from idolising you to then devaluing you, leading to those chaotic relationships. And when you're in a relationship where 1 minute you're being idolised, you're going to get a strong desire for that connection. And then the next minute you're being devalued, you're going to develop a fear of that connection. There's also the fearful-avoidant attachment. So this style contains elements of both the anxious attachment, avoidant attachment. So individuals with this attachment style can desire intimacy, but be afraid of it, similar to the disorganized. And it leads to very conflicting behaviours that push-pull of the relationship. 1 minute they're pulling you in, the next minute they're pushing you away. 1 minute you can be pulling someone in, the next minute they've got a little bit too close and you're scared, so you're pushing them away. With narcissistic individuals and narcissistic traits, they may embody the fearful-avoidant traits by engaging in relationships but then sabotaging them, usually out of their envy towards others. They often push people away when they get too close because they don't want people getting too close to the truth about that narcissistic individual. When it comes to attachment styles, there is so much research and understanding behind these and the different behaviours. And yes, victims can display behaviours of certain attachment styles. A narcissist can display behaviours with certain attachment styles. However, the intentions behind these behaviours aren't the same. They're not coming from the same place. One person is usually still empathetic enough to care about other people, while the other person is no longer empathetic and is looking to get their own needs met. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books out on Amazon, how to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, such as narcissistic individuals. I also have a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse. Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal for recovery and empowerment. 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain. And the new novel on the rise of the narcissist, Behind the Mask, which is going to be the first, hopefully, in a 3-part series. All these books are available on Amazon if you'd like to go and check those out. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.